Hi everyone, welcome back to DIY with Dewey. Yesterday my wife was driving her Infiniti G37 and when she was trying to start the car, there wasn't enough battery. So we're gonna go ahead and swap out the battery today. I had to go and jumpstart her car yesterday. But anyways, yeah, the battery is from 2019. So it's about a 5-year-old battery. And we're just gonna go ahead and swap it out and replace it with a new one. Here's a step-by-step tutorial on how to change out the battery on your 2008 to 2013 G37. But this should be similar for a lot of Infiniti Gs and even the Q60. But all right, here are the things we need to do the battery change. Go ahead and use my DeWalt tool set that I use for everything. Let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and pop the hood. So right here, there's a little hood logo right here. Just pull it out. All right. And if you look at the emblem right here, you reach under there to the right side a little bit, about right here. On the hood, there's a little lever. You push it up, and it's this lever right here. So you do that, and it'll release your hood. Lift up your hood. All right, well, battery is on that side. Brake fluid's over here. Engine cover, coolant. What's this? Power steering fluid. Yeah, power steering fluid in there. But all right. So press these two tabs and you can lift up this cover. So we're gonna have to remove this plastic housing to access the battery. But go ahead and remove this, set it aside. Pins you need to remove. So there's a pin right here, 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 and pin right here. So this car, it's actually missing one. That pin's supposed to look like this. So you have to kind of pull this up carefully. Let's see if here, I'll show you how this pin comes out. So wedge it down slow, and then just, do you see how I twist a little bit? It's better if you have a trim removal tool. Make sure you don't scratch up your car too bad. But then once you get it up here, just pull it up. And that's what that pin looks like. So that should be located right here. So this car is missing one on that side, so I'm gonna have to replace it. So that's how you remove that pin. So this one, I'm gonna just reach my hand under and push it up through the bottom. There. So all I did was push through the bottom and then pull this out. All right, so this lifts out. Okay, and this other thing right here. So this rubber seal goes all the way across the hood. So you just want to remove it halfway, but I want to show you how to remove these. So there's a little orange plastic clips, pins, and you just work it from the bottom side, and then you push it up like that. And that's how you remove those. And even over here, you can reach your hand underneath, like right there. So I'm pushing against it underneath. There. And slowly pop it up. Don't yank it too fast because it's gonna break. Do you see this little rubber trim right here? It hooks onto this, and you just press it and pull it away from that. Once you pull that away and take out this pin, right here. This slides forward. So this slides forward away from this trim right here, like that. And then you just pull this away, this way. All right, so this frees up a lot of room for the battery. And now we can actually access the battery and remove it. I'm just gonna use an open-ended wrench. 10 millimeter. So you don't have to remove it all the way, just take it enough so it's loose like that, and then you can slide that off the terminal. I'm gonna set it aside right here. Go ahead and remove the positive. So it's still another 10 millimeter. Okay. All right, so we'll just set that aside like that. We don't have to move it far. Here. So you can also lift it up right here over the little divider. That frees up a little bit of room. And we have two 10 millimeter bolts right here. I was gonna grab my socket, but let's just go ahead and use this. So you just have to loosen it. You don't have to take it off all the way, both the front and the back. And it uses tension to hold this in place. All right. So this is pretty loose now. This usually has a hook on the bottom, right there. It's hooked in. You push it down and then you unhook it. So then you do the same for the back and this comes out. So then you pull this up like that and then you can maneuver this out. And do you see, look how short this hook is. So this goes to the back side and this goes to the front. So that hook went up here and then the other hook down there. Now the battery is loose, we can just lift the battery out. And it's kind of heavy, probably like 20, 30 pounds. But go ahead and lift it and be careful not to hit your car. We're gonna go ahead and lift our new battery, put it in place. Make sure it's sitting on there the same way the one you just removed sits. Okay, before we attach the terminals, we're gonna go ahead and mount the battery holder tie down. So this one. Let's go ahead and connect the front first. Hook, and I go from the inside, hooked out, like that. There we go, you see? And you want to keep it, so right now I'm going to tighten it a little bit. All right, and then now we go to the back hook. And this one hooks to the back. All right. So this one, if you look all the way down there, it's not zooming in. But yeah, so down there you can see the hook, and here's the top hook. There. So do you see the top hook right here? Right there, it's hooked on. Go ahead and tighten it. Make sure you keep tension up, like that. So I'm pulling it up, and then you can rotate the nut so that it doesn't get unhooked. All right. So just lift this up a little and keep tension on it while you're tightening the screws. Now I don't really torque this. I just kind of, after it bottoms out, I rotate it about 2 or 3 times. Let's do 4 for good measure. There we go. This one. All right. That's good. It's in there pretty good. You see how it's hooked on there? It's not going anywhere. All right, let's go ahead and connect the positive battery terminal. So now we can remove this plastic cover right here. This is a protective cover. Go ahead and lift it. There, pull that tab, lift it up. And now I'm gonna reconnect this wiring right here over the metal divider and attach this in one fluid motion straight down. Look at that. And you don't want to really touch it, make it spark. Probably not a good idea for your electricals. One fluid motion straight down. Tighten this. And I don't really torque this either. I tighten it just so it doesn't rotate. Good. There we go. So it doesn't rotate and it won't lift up. Press that back down. Now we're in negative terminal. All right, remove the protective cover. All right, one fluid motion straight down. You don't want it to spark too much. There. So I try to go pretty fast so it doesn't spark too much. You still saw a little bit of spark. All right. Same as the positive terminal. You don't need this to crank this down very much, just so it doesn't rotate. That's good to go. All right, so the battery is back in. Everything looks like it's back to where it was. Reassemble all the trim. So we're gonna slide this. But we're gonna work at this side first and line this up. Straight in the middle. All right, and then we're gonna go over to the side. From this side, we reattach this little plastic trim. Pull it through. Okay. So that was this plastic trim right here. And it's reattached to this finish panel. We have one tab going right here. Line it up, press down the middle. All right, I'm gonna put this rubber molding back in, and this is just simple snap down. Press the center, press it down. All right. All right, and now we're gonna put the battery box cover. This one. Work on this side first. Line it up. And then just set it straight down. Make sure everything lines up. All right. So all the lines, or all the pinholes line up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there's no pin right here. I don't know if somebody removed it and installed it under. Let's go ahead and we'll reinstall it how it's supposed to be. Like that. This sets on top. And it's supposed to look like this pin on the other side. So we don't have one of those. I'm gonna have to go and purchase another one. But let's go ahead and get the rest of the pins back in. This weird pin goes right here. So 4, And then we're gonna have to get a replacement for that one right there. Well, that's pretty much it. Put this little cover back on. And done. All right, so we're done with the battery swap. Let's go ahead and close the hood and test it. So I like to slam it instead of pushing down on the hood because I don't want to dent the hood. All right, so we changed the battery out, and now the window, when you open the door, it just goes down, but then when you close it, it doesn't go back up. So we're gonna go ahead and reset that. Go ahead and turn the car, not completely on, but just to that, so I didn't press the brake. Now we're gonna roll down the passenger window about halfway like that, and then roll it back up, holding it, and then hold it for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we're gonna press this down and let it roll all the way down. All right, now we're gonna pull this all the way up and let it roll up. Okay, so now it should be reset. Let's go ahead and test out the door. So it rolls down. There we go. So it rolls back up afterwards. But that's how you reset the window after you disconnect the battery. And press the brake. And this button, start button. It's alive. I need to check the tire pressure. It got cold. Some of our battery cold cranking amps was weak, so it had trouble starting the car. But we'll go ahead and fill up the tire too. But alright, well, thanks for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you found this useful. But that's how you change a battery on a 2008 to 2013 Infiniti G37.